6'11", number 13, Joakim Noah.
We're live, the home of the Chicago Bulls, the United Center. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. A three-point win in that one. Always nice to come out on top in a close game.
And that's the kind of game that can give you a lot of momentum, and you can come away from that feeling like you have the confidence to be able to win those nail-biters.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, a statement win for them, no doubt, especially coming in as the underdog. I was impressed with the mental fortitude and toughness they showed in clawing their way to that win.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The Splash Brothers are the guards. Barnes and Green are the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there. And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want. But then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
On defense, Chicago. Curry with it. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night. Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Bulls are gone 2 or 3 here to start off the game. Butler kicks to Rose. Gasol against Green. The offensive rebound. And it's Butler missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
On the wing, Thompson. Covered by Noah. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Bogut. Golden State moving it around. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Rose kicks to Butler. Dishes to Mirotic. Gasol passes to Mirotic. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Nikola Mirotic.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it with your road team. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
And it's Green missing. Chicago's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. And it's Rose penetrating. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too.
Scooped up. Bogut uses the glass to finish the layup.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Rose gets to Gasol. Here's Butler. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Butler's got his first basket.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And remember, you go back to when Steph Curry was in college, more of a shooting guard at Davidson, but he's worked relentlessly to not only improve his ball handling, but his vision. And now, all of a sudden, he's one of the most elusive ball handlers in the NBA.
Butler on the way. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And Curry, certainly, Clark, a magician with the ball in his hands. He can really supply the terrific handle, razzle-dazzle moves, crossovers. He has it all.
He sure does, but on occasion he can be a little loose with it and turn it over some. That's been a focus both by him and the coaching staff. Attack, but do it with precision. You know, Jimmy Butler is one of those guys who had to overcome major odds just to get to the NBA. Reportedly, his father abandoned the family when Jimmy was an infant. Mom kicked Jimmy out when he was 13. The obstacles and adversity go on, yet he's made it and made it big.
Here's Rose, following the basket by Draymond Green. Gasol is screen on Thompson. Rose dishes to Gasol. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And going back to Jimmy Butler, there were just so many times when he was set up to fail. He was not heavily recruited out of high school. He was even homeless when he was in high school in the Houston area. Went to a junior college, then Marquette, now in the NBA. So he played his freshman year at a junior college, which I think humbled him just a bit, but maybe gave him that work ethic that is so much greater part of his game now.
And Kevin, the talent was there. And most of all, as we see how he dealt with adversity, the heart was there. He blocked out the distractions and finally transferred to a major college and worked his way into becoming a first-round pick.
Here's Rose. 17 points for him last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line. Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Rose against Curry. 5 to shoot. Warriors the rebound. Bogut kicks to Thompson. 3-pointer. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. We'll find out, DB.
One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Clark, remember a year ago, Klay Thompson was the subject of trade speculation, possibly, in fact, going to the Timberwolves for Kevin Love.
Yeah, in the end, the Warriors stood pat, and it was a controversial decision at that point, but I don't think there's any question it was a pretty good move for the Warriors right now.
Aaron Brooks, he's checked in for Mirotic. And that one's good by Butler.
It's like everybody is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Curry is inside. He's covered by Rose. Curry passes to Barnes, and he dumps it down.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Stephen Curry. Timeout for the Bulls.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And the Warriors, also inking Thompson to that 4-year, $70 million extension. A big show of faith on their part, and it's looking like money well spent.
Roten's checked in for Chicago. And Golden State also making a change. Ezeli's checked in, and that one's good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. And now Klay Thompson with deeper pockets, but never one to splurge. His father taught him well. I mean, his rookie year, he drove the family hand-me-down. He bought his next car used, so his focus is clearly on the game, not the glitz and glamour.
Warriors trail by 3. Now Green, 17 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And don't forget about his playmaking in that game either. I mean, he did a great job of attacking the D and creating opportunities for both himself and his teammates.
Ezeli inside, covered by Noah. That's good. Now here's Brooks. A 14-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Now here's Roten, and stolen by Barnes. And Tony Roten gets the whistle there. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Chicago making a switch here. Snell's checked in. Different look here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Green. Iguodala comes in for Barnes. Leandro Barbosa, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. 6 to shoot. Here's Ezeli, covered by Noah, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Chicago with the ball. To the middle. It's tipped. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Ezeli dishes to Livingston. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And how about Shaun Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Livingston signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors off their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question. A rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it. And easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get it.
For 3, Barbosa. Chicago grabs the miss. Last time in Oakland, they lost to the Warriors.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Noah.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Iguodala. Looking for his first basket still in this one. No good from Spates. The Bulls leading by 6. Snell kicks to Roten. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Here is Livingston.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bulls.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Chicago. Roten, the pass to Brooks. The rebound by Ezeli.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And the Warriors miss again. The Bulls leading by 7. Brooks dishes to Roten. 3-pointers. Snell. It's rebounded by Golden State. On the wing, Iguodala. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Spates gets it to go.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Now here's Brooks. Noah the screen, and Brooks. Here we go. They get it back. Another shot, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Chicago shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages. compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Now here is Barbosa. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Here is Livingston, defended by Dunleavy. The shot, no good. Nice D from Brooks. Chicago leading by 7. Out to the right wing. Goes back up. Noah kicks to Roten. Good, and a nice assist from Noah. And 12 points for Roten. Golden State's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here is Livingston. Barbosa, a screen on Brooks. Livingston kicks to Barbosa. And the three ball is good. Barbosa's got himself on the board with 3 there.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. It's Chicago up by 6. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in it.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way 2 of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become 2 of the best centers in the NBA of this era.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls. Rose and Snell teaming up in the backcourt. Mirotic is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Gasol at the center, locking down the middle. Curry passes to Bogut, and he jams it with authority.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the right.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Gasol dishes to Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Snell, no good. Warriors trail by 4. And Thompson kicks to Curry. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Butler. Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Snell, the pass to Rose. Kicks to Butler. Back to Rose. And it's sent back by Bogut. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Barnes got the ball. Thompson misses. The Bulls leading by 4. Outside Rose. The rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
And he gets the bucket. And that's 13 points for Butler.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg. They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results right now.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from behind the arc.
Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Curry kicks to Thompson. Pass to Green. The feed to Curry. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, Steph Curry, the rare point guard who's almost as effective playing off the ball as he is on it. And the Warriors have really emphasized that as he's evolved as a player, bringing in a lot of playmakers who can set him up coming off screens. And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
They set the pick. Here's Snell, covered by Barnes. Gasol. And it's sent back by Bogut. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Shot clock at 3. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Misses from short range.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
Feeds it to Bogut. He dishes it to Thompson. Curry, a screen on Butler. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. And speaking of Curry playing off the ball in the pass, Clark, we'd see him guarding shooting guards defensively. Some said trying to hide him against lesser offensive players.
Well, I think guarding 2 guards gave him a chance maybe to save some energy for the offensive end. But recently, Steve Kerr has had him on point guards more. You want your best players taking the challenge at both ends of the court.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Rose kicks to Mirotic. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Barnes. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times. So no one in clear control yet.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Curry setting the pick for Green. This one for 3. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Green. 16 points for Steph Curry.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Rose dishes to Gasol. Butler on the wing. Gasol, a screen on Thompson. Over to the left wing. Gasol trying to free himself up. Snell, no good. The Warriors leading. There's the lob to the hoop, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Well, I'm impressed with the determination he showed right there. Getting himself in the good position under the glass. Did his work early there.
Yeah, with the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to go to.
And then also just the niftiness with that tip in. Just a quick touch, again, before the defense knows what hit him.
Now the pass to Mirotic. Offline with his 3. And here's Golden State. They're on a 14-5 run here. And here's Green outside, and the basket good. Green's got 8.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Butler kicks to Gasol. 13 feet away. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work them over the rest of the game.
Green kicks to Curry. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Curry attacking. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in this game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today, and unfortunately it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Joakim Noah is checked in for Gasol. Dunleavy comes in for Tony Snell. Tony Wroten, he's checked in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Rose. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Iguodala's drive. They get the rebound. Green kicks to Barbosa. No good on the 3. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Wroten the pass to Noah. And the shot falls short this time. Golden State's gone 4 of 7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. Iguodala dishes to Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Chicago's gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Brooks kicks to Mirotic. That evens the score. Mirotic has got 8.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Passes it to Barbosa. The dish to Spates. Golden State moving the ball around. Iguodala outside. Curry. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed. And that's 20 points for Steph Curry. Chicago has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Noah the screen, and Brooks. Here we go. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They'll be off to Boston for a meeting with the Celtics after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Money from the wing. Dunleavy's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
They've done a really good job of knocking down their long-distance shots here in the second quarter. And they're shooting just above 40% from downtown. That's outstanding.
Wroten kicks to Mirotic. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Warriors leading by 3. And the wide open shot from Green. Green missing again.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
Wroten the pass to Brooks. Noah with a screen for Brooks. Noah high post. And Mirotic kicks to Dunleavy. Baseline try. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's 1:26 left here in the second. Barbosa kicks to Green. He feeds it to Iguodala. Shot clock at 6. From deep. That doesn't go either for Green.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Offensive rebound. Noah. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. And it goes on Draymond Green.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Warriors?
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the 3-point line early on tonight.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ezeli's checked in for Green. Rush comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Here is Livingston. Brooks covering.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give him a little bump, and then maybe that's about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Ezeli. He kicks it to Rush. There's the triple. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Mirotic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Roten dishes to Dunleavy. Noah, the pass to Dunleavy. Here's Mirotic. And again, no good by Chicago. Here's Spates. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors lead by 4.
Thank you, Kevin. Andre.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you, and the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
See, Ernie, this is what I'm talking about. You know, I was the king of this. See, you got to pound that ball in the paint, and they were doing that. I like to see more of the same in the second half. Don't start shooting jumpers now.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is a